Today's walk is a nice short single mile in distance. It sets off from a footpath entrance at 6 Hills, which you'll find on the A46 slip road here in Leicestershire. After initially heading northwest through the 20-acre wood, it then turns northward to head past Holly Lodge, and Egmont Farms, before heading west for that final spur to come out on Narrow Lane.
So today I'm going to take a little deviation from the Christian's Carpenters Centre near 6 Hills in Leicestershire up to Narrow Lane, the road up to Wineswold, lovely charming village. It's weirdly a route around here I've never done before, so let's go and see how interesting and difficult or challenging it is, because one of the things you know about these routes around here is just because there's signposts at the start doesn't mean there's signposts and an easy route all the way. Right. And here we go. This is a path I've never walked before near 6 Hills. I've tried finding it from the other direction, but it was next to impossible to find the route. That was across open fields. This bit through quite heavily overgrown woodland. Well, relatively overgrown, I guess this time of year it's easier to see my way. I'm glad there's a lot of posts. If you're looking for the entrance to this path, by the way, folks, the entrance is just across from the Carpenters Christian Rehabilitation Centre. Whatever that is. Oh, thankfully, there's a post. Yeah. Must be this other post there. Had an advert on it. It's not really what you expect to see when you're walking through the woods. It's very rare there's 3 posts there to indicate the route. But there's also very wide avenue. I presume it's something to do with all the pheasant feeders that are scattered around here. But my, this is certainly a very interesting route, and in a decade plus of walking around Leicestershire, and this is very close to my home, it's only about 5 miles or so away, never been down here. What a treat. It's a February day, it's not too damp, lots of crunchy leaf litter underfoot. Not necessarily visible wildlife, but certainly a place I can imagine you might not expect to run into a deer or munkjack. They are around here. Quite a few roe deer. Yeah. No problem there focusing on the camera. One actually nearly pratted oneself into a tree. Yeah, trip hazard ahead there. Oh, another wide boulevard, but not for us. The pleasures of walking that. No. There's the yellow post indicating the route is ahead. Yeah, for the first time in ages, only the single yellow post. Oh, there's a tiny yellow mark on a tree. That's hopeful. I'm going to have to treat that as the way ahead. It certainly doesn't appear to be any other very obvious route. Ah, there's a post. It's always a relief when you finally spot one. And there we are. Across a tiny bridge. And then we'll head out across the fields once more. Ah, and there's the post. Hopefully after this, it'll all be plain sailing. Yeah, I've said that to myself so many times, I've been utterly wrong. So, across the field now, we're coming across, oh, my bête noire stiles. And worse, stiles across rickety tiny bridges. Oh, through lots of thorns. Special. Oh. And this is where, there it is. Trying to find the next post. Just over there, I can see. And across what appears to be a non-existent stile. Yes, okay. where we check the map for a moment. Yeah, that was an interesting crossing. I think that might actually be the point to cross, but that's the bit that's marked from the map. Always a tricky thing, trying to work out where you're supposed to actually be crossing as a hiker, and the farmer has removed any visible markings. I can see a lot of this route's going to be climbing over stiles. It crosses various field boundaries. At this point I'm beginning to regret ever leaving the woods. That was a nice place. Ooh. I'm still not very far from the road. I mean, there's a farm just over there. Also helpfully some electricity pylons. So you can always see them on the map and make sure I'm following the right direction from them. Oh yes, a style. And yeah. Interesting, that's probably the way I'm supposed to go across. But that bit there looks a lot safer. Either way, I'm going to need to turn the phone off in order to use my hands. Well, that was an interesting little transit across a couple of fields there over some electrical wire. Now we have the joy of a very heavy metal gate. Oh. That is definitely seen better than this. Oh. But thankfully across there I can see through the thorns and the bracken. The most promising of signs, that of another yellow post. Now I was trying to find this yellow post money last year, was I totally failed coming from the other direction, so I'm kind of hoping that from this point forward it might actually get a little more obvious again. It's very interesting. I mean, you come across routes like this where, as you saw the early part of it, it's so well marked, that woods. And then you cross here and it's so poorly marked. And you realise you must have crossed across into a different landowner's area. And I presume the first bit was common land and now we're into farmed land, so very different. Interesting array of things, including over there, a bus. It's always exciting when you find old vehicles on farms, some of them operational, some mouldering away, but they're all interesting. Well, I find them interesting anyway. Whether you do or not is another matter altogether. A stile with an extra trip hazard. That's a much nicer game. Now, according to my map, you can see I am now running parallel to a narrow lane just over there. So, that is about right, and I think that it should be Lodge Farm. At least according to the directions on the map. Now, oh, there's deceptive. A wide open, tempting gate. There, hidden in the murk, in the mire. And believe me, it is mire. It's the yellow post. Oh, and a tiny lakelet. I should be retained water, of course. Oh, now there's a gate with some antiquity to it. Here's just hoping it opens. Oh, that's heavy. Something there, a current thing that just dropped me that. It's stolen from me by a tree. Oh, we'll go through the gate rather over the stile. So, just come past the farm, and look at that, a gap in the hedge. Always have this fear when you're heading toward the edge of a field, but on the map shows you a route through. I have come to on many occasions when there is no route through, just a huge hedge, followed by a ditch, and backtrack of a couple of miles to find somewhere to actually get round it. So far, so good. We are only going to be, once we're through this bit, yeah, 2 field lengths at most from the exit. I can see the power lines there, but beyond them I can see also the telegraph lines that are running alongside the narrow lane itself. And oh, magnificent heron just took off from over there. There is a tiny pond. Not sure I actually captured that, but it is one of the treats for walking in the countryside. You bird life just suddenly explodes out at you. It tends to be partridges. Quite often, particularly cropping times of the year, but right. Quick check of the macarooni. No, come on to that. Oh, look. And also, look. And this is one of those bits where I'm not sure how much reality the OS meet. Oh, that's the lane out of the farm track. That's perfect, it is. So up to that. Oh, I'm even closer than I thought. Telegraph poles turn out to actually be beyond narrow lane. So, oh, again, I'm not sure it comes on my camera. It's a lovely little bit of ridge and furrow here. For those detectorists watching, this would be a lovely field. Not knowing my other half is a detectorist. So obviously, you can't become a detector without the landowner's permission. Now, this looks like the easy bit. Apart from I might get run over by the post lorry. Van. Now, I think according to the map, the official exit is through the top right of this field. Now, when I last tried this, and it must have been a couple of years ago at least now, that exit was nigh on possible, but luckily the gate was open. I'm going to try the exit just so I can say I've officially done the route from start to finish. But don't be surprised if I backtrack over to the gate over there. It is open and it is tempting, but it will get me off the land. Again, you probably can't see this, but this is incredibly bouncy and got quite a bit of give to it at the moment. I mean, it is only February. Haven't had much rain the last couple of weeks. Actually, a quite wet January. It's not looking very auspicious, is it? That the exit should be in sight there. I mean, only a couple 100 yards to a backtrack, but it's a bit of a frustration. Obviously, this might be one of those I report to the council again. Look, a road. Wow, yeah, that's the gate. I think I'm going to take the long way round. So yeah, since the exit way is actually blocked, here we are emerging onto a narrow lane. That's the road up from Burton Road that leads to Wisewold. It's a lovely quiet road. It's about 3 miles long and lovely to walk. Even on Monday morning. And that officially is the end of the route. It's only about a mile or so, it's not too far. But I'm not surprised that trying to do it from this angle, it was much harder. Coming from this end, it was really not visible. Note the very dilapidated sign there showing the route across there, because these are supposed to join, because there's the other end. Yes, so I hope you've enjoyed that little stroll with me. I shall be going on now to another 10 miles of a walk. That was just a little detour. If you like this, leave a comment. If you've got a suggestion for other places I'd go walking around Leicestershire, let me know in the comments as well. Other than that, have a lovely day.